Hello and welcome to number 5 in my series about the details and workings of my Hornby Dublo layout. As usual, I've had a query about the previous number 4 video, so first we'll get on and see if we can answer that question. It's about the relays and systems I was showing there. Now here we have a drawing I made a while back, a sketch, and this shows there's maybe a screenshot there. This shows the basic working of the system with the train detector and just the wiring diagram, explanation. And also here's another one. I'm showing this one. It's to run 2 trains on 1 track, and really it's just to show the internals of how the latching relay works. And also there was someone, they wanted the actual numbers, or what the important thing is. It's that it's a 2 amp DP-DT. That's a double pole, double throw, 12 volt latching relay, and the other smaller relay is a 6 volt single pole double throw miniature relay. They're all miniature relays. Also, I mean, this is an alternative for the 6 volt relay. This is actually a 5 volt read relay, it's called, and it works just as well. There's only 4 connections to this, whereas this one has 6, but you only use 4. The important thing, let me turn it around, the important thing on the latching relay is that it has 10 pins. We could possibly try, I haven't tried, but it could possibly try if we can find a 6 volt latching relay, and if that's the case, then if that does work, I don't know if it does or not, then you would not even need to use these at all. Okay, let's get on with today's showings. I'm just going to wander around the layout a little bit and try and pick up on a few bits I may have missed. Here we have trams. They're not double O, of course, but it's on a double O girder bridge that I've made, and I put a little mirror at the end there. I think that looks quite effective. These work. There's a little tiny motor in this end here, and I use a fishing line to pull these along on a sledge. They have a timing relay in there, and I wasn't able to find a timing relay, so I had to actually use electronic timer. But that's the only electronics that is on this layout, apart from maybe what's inside the controllers, and I don't know what's in them. Everything else, all these other relays, they were all available in the 1960s, and so this layout could have been built, and all my automatic systems could have been used during the 00 era. Okay, here we have the LMS station. It's a bit difficult to show. I have a plan here. Let me get this plan. Here's this is my original design. Perhaps we can't see too well, but it's the original design. I like the old school way of doing it with a pencil and paper. And you can see here is where I listed all the locos, and from there I was able to work out how many platforms and sidings I would need for everything, and then obviously I just made the drawing from that. And my LMS station actually sweeps around the corner. That way I think the trains look a lot better, especially the express trains look better, the long express trains sweeping around a 45 rather than going around a 90-degree curve. So I avoid the curves by putting in the station across the corner. And besides which, I can also use the dead space in the corner that would be very difficult to use. It's very difficult to reach over to. And this adds a bit of detail to the layout. There is, if I move that out of the way, there's automatic or electric uncouplers at both ends. Well, there's one in there somewhere, and that means that I can uncouple the loco. I can bring him over to the turntable or the coaling tower, and I can change him for another loco. I can also, with the coupling at the other end, I can also shunt out the carriages and move them around or take them over to some carriage sidings. Okay, I think that's all for this area. Okay, here's this is the LMS service area. I also keep the breakdown crane in this area. I think we covered everything else that's here. So we come over to the LMS goods yard, or the goods depot. In here I have a little, a small, just works on a piece of wire under the board, a little wagon turntable. And notice there's a horse there, and I have some stables at the back there. Those stables are for the shunting for the horses shunting, because there's you can see one there actually. They used to shunt some of these wagons around in the old days with horsepower. I think we covered most everything here as well. Most of the points in this area are the manual type, and that's because I'm sat right in this position when I'm operating it. And they're all non-isolating points, so they open up the lines to power when I throw the point switch. Also, we have in the marshalling yard here, we have a ramp leading up to the coaling stage, and there's a water and sand drying facilities right next to it. There's two lanes coming into the coaling stage, and in the lanes you can see is where the fire drop or the ash drop are located. So you've got two lanes, so the trains can come in and then leave as well. Also here, these are the power buttons. Now each one of these buttons operates a section of track underneath the loco. So every loco on the layout has its own power supply. So I can take any loco out and drive it anywhere that I like on the layout. These control all the diesels, and this is the switches actually, because I can manually switch the switches in the points in the hump yard as well. Then we have non-isolating points here, and this is the this is actually a goods yard because it has the goods yard building there. I mean, the marshalling yard is really just for marshalling. The locos come in on these reception sidings, these long reception sidings, and there's you can see the uncoupling rails, and there will be they'll be broken up and fed over and sorted over the hump, and then they can be built up again in the correct order in the departure siding, or stored away in the sidings down there, and ready to be taken away to the next destination. That's basically how the marshalling yard works there. But this is, as I said, this is a goods yard because you have the goods shed. This is where the goods terminate and are probably unloaded to trucks or wagons or whatever. I don't actually use this too much because they have the this is the super detail stuff. They have the plastic couplings that, quite frankly, don't work as well as the metal ones, so it doesn't get so much use. Head back onto another station here. This is the Great Western Station. Again, it's across the corner. This is actually got my biggest station. It has 10 platforms. The LMS I think has 9, and this one has semaphore signals, and they're connected to the points, so they all work. And here we have the Meccano factory on Binns Road. It was also close to the railway lines there in Liverpool. And next to there we have the mail depot. The mail trains are Western. Well, it's got the W number on it, so I put it in the Western station. And at the back we have a little port. And you can see actually the points there are also non-isolating points, but they're manual. But I can reach them quite easily. You can tell that it's easy to reach over, but just in case I get lazy, I can use my little magic wand here, and it quite easily. So it's just a rubber band on the stick. It quite easily operates the points when they're a little bit further back on the layout. And we saw all this in one of my earlier videos, my new roundhouse there. I have lighting in there, but I can't make up my mind whether I want to go down the lighting path. The room is very light. I have plenty of bulbs in here, plenty of lighting, and so they don't show up very well. So I didn't show the King's Cross station. This is let me show this. This is a magazine, a photo of King's Cross when it, or an artist's impression of King's Cross when it originally opened, and that's the photo that I used to make my model. Again in the pre-war 00 style and colours. And of course the shed's not as long as the real one, but I have to have a bit of poetic license. Now I have a video of how I work the trains in this station. I try and work them as accurately as possible. The train comes in through the mouth and then drives onto the platform and is automatically uncouples, and then the station pilot there, he comes along and he takes away the carriages and moves them, because the first 3 platforms are what I call my reception side platforms, and the next 3 are the departure sidings, and then at the back I have my my suburban as a real station, actually, I think, or how it used to be. So I shunt the coaches over, and that releases the way for the loco to be reversed out, and then it's taken off to be turned or cold or changed over in the depot there, the loco depot. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of stuff out here. There's so much going on. I think these card kit buildings are very effective on this layout with Hornby. They go very well with the pre-war buildings, I think. The tunnel actually does go through. It is a real tunnel. It goes through. I chiselled it through my chimney breast there. Obviously the chimney's blocked off, but it is a real tunnel. I think we covered most of this now as well. Let's see the other side of the tunnel. Okay, I think that'll do me for this video. I got planned just one more, and then I think I've forgotten here I will try and include on the next. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.